Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WCTH is Elizabeth and Nathan's engagement coming season 13. Fans have followed Elizabeth and Nathan's love story over the years on When Calls the Heart. Recently, with a new season on the horizon, fans are wondering what could be next for the couple. In particular, fans are already weighing in on whether the two should become engaged. Elizabeth and Nathan's story faced various obstacles on When Calls the Heart. Viewers have been tuning into When Calls the Heart since 2014. The Hallmark Channel series is adapted from the Jeanette Oak book of the same name. The drama recently finished up season 12 back in March. Since then, fans have been wondering what the next season has in store, particularly what's in store for two of the series' characters. Elizabeth, played by Aaron Krakow, and Nathan, played by Kevin McGarry. Nathan first joined the drama in the 6th season, coming to Hope Valley with his niece, Ale. Developing feelings for Elizabeth, he confesses his love for her in the 8th season. It also comes to light that he feels responsible for her husband Jack's passing. However, Elizabeth and Nathan's love story faced various trials. Elizabeth feared that she was projecting her feelings for Jack onto Nathan. For his part, Nathan had a rival in Lucas, who proposed to Elizabeth towards the end of the 9th season. During the season 10 finale, however, Elizabeth broke off her engagement with Lucas, not wanting to move to the capital. In the following season, she and Nathan began to reconcile their feelings with one another. Fans shared reasons why they think Nathan and Elizabeth should get engaged. Others shared reasons they shouldn't. Their relationship grew stronger with season 12. Together, the two, with Allie and little Jack, journeyed to Cape Fullerton to help seek treatment for little Jack. With their relationship growing stronger, fans are wondering if an engagement could soon be in their future, especially with the 13th season. Hallmark previously confirmed that a season was on the way, with an expected 2026 release. At this point, fans have already been weighing in on whether the two should get engaged. According to a recent Swoon poll, fans are mixed on the issue. More than half, at around 56%, believe it will happen. However, 34% thought they weren't ready yet. Fans also took to the comments to share their thoughts on the couple and their future. As with the poll, some felt it was too early for them to become engaged, while others thought it was natural for the couple. Some comments include, "Hope Valley has always been a town filled with hope, second chances, and the kind of love that blossoms slowly, like spring flowers pushing through the snow." But nothing could have prepared the townspeople for the moment they witnessed this season. Elizabeth Thatcher saying yes to Nathan Grant. It was a Sunday afternoon like any other, or so it seemed. The sun hummed gently in the sky, casting a golden hue over the meadows and winding roads of Hope Valley. Children played outside the schoolhouse, their laughter echoing through the valley, and Abigail's cafe was buzzing with soft chatter and the smell of fresh cinnamon rolls. But Nathan had been quiet all morning. He stood outside his Mountie cabin, boots polished, hair combed back just enough to tame the waves, and in his hand, a velvet box that had sat in his drawer for what felt like ages. He had waited, respected Elizabeth's journey, watched her heart heal, and finally he saw the spark in her eyes when she looked at him, no longer guarded, no longer uncertain. It was time. Elizabeth had just finished her last class of the week, dismissing her students with a warm smile and a gentle reminder to be kind to one another. As she gathered her books, she looked out the window and saw Nathan waiting near the edge of the schoolyard, his hands behind his back. He looked nervous. "You're early," she teased, stepping out into the sunlight. Nathan didn't smile right away. Instead, he took a deep breath, that knelt before her, right there on the soft green lawn in front of the schoolhouse where their friendship had bloomed. "Elizabeth," he began, voice steady but full of emotion, "you once told me you needed time to find your way. I respected that, even when it broke my heart. But I've never stopped caring. And now, if your heart is ready, I want to spend my life with you. Will you marry me?" Guests were heard from behind the hedges. Little Opal and Florence had been watching from the cafe window and couldn't keep the secret for more than a second. Word spread like wildfire. By nightfall, everyone in Hope Valley knew. Elizabeth and Nathan from the town. Lucas Bouchard, who had once held Elizabeth's heart, was the first to offer a heartfelt congratulations. Though their romantic chapter had closed, his respect for Elizabeth never faded. He approached Nathan that evening at the saloon with a firm handshake and a sincere smile. "You'll take good care of her," Lucas said. Nathan simply nodded. "With everything I've got." Rosemary and Lee Coulter, ever the town cheerleaders, were thrilled. Rosemary immediately began sketching ideas for a wedding dress, already imagining layers of lace and embroidered details that would rival any royal gown. "Oh, Lee, can you imagine? A spring wedding under the flowering trees, with little Jack carrying the rings?" Lee grinned. "I imagine the whole town will be crying. You first." Hallie, Nathan's spirited niece, was over the moon. She had always adored Elizabeth and had secretly hoped this day would come. She hugged Elizabeth tightly and whispered, "You make Uncle Nathan smile like no one else can." Even Bill Avery, gruff and skeptical as ever, couldn't hide his soft smile. "It's about time," he muttered, tipping his hat. The engagement celebration. That Saturday, Abigail's Cafe transformed into a glowing venue strung with lanterns and fresh wildflowers. A banner reading, "Love Comes Softly," hung above the windows, and the town gathered to celebrate the couple who had taken the long road to love. Elizabeth, wearing a pale blue dress, beamed as she stood beside Nathan. His arm around her waist felt like home, something she hadn't realized she'd been missing until now. As they toasted sparkling apple cider, Elizabeth gave a small speech. "I once believed that life had given me all the love I was meant to have. But then I met Nathan. Steady, loyal, kind-hearted Nathan, who stood by me without ever pushing me. And somewhere along the way, my heart opened again. This engagement isn't just about love. It's about resilience, grace, and the beauty of timing." Tears glistened in many eyes. The entire room erupted into applause. The private moments. Later that evening, when the celebration had quieted and only the soft chirping of crickets remained, Nathan and Elizabeth walked hand in hand to the bridge that had seen so many of their conversations, both hesitant and hopeful. "I was terrified you'd say no," Nathan admitted. "I almost did," Elizabeth replied honestly. "Not because I didn't love you, but because I was afraid of losing myself again. But then I realized, with you, I don't have to choose between being me and being in love." Nathan turned to her, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "I've always loved the woman you are, Elizabeth. I don't want to change you. I just want to stand beside you." They kissed beneath the stars, their silhouettes reflected in the water below. Looking ahead. Plans for the wedding are already underway. Rosemary, of course, is determined to make it the event of the decade. There is talk of a lakeside ceremony in late spring, with little Jack walking his mother down the aisle, and Allie standing proudly by her uncle's side. But even as the wedding approaches, Elizabeth and Nathan are grounded in the simple truth. Love, when given time, grows deeper roots. Their story wasn't hurried. It was built on understanding, friendship, and patient devotion.